It's Ash from Super Videos back for another live Q&A. This is going to be Q&A 181. We're going to be talking about Season 10, Episode 5 of The Walking Dead, which aired last week. And we're going to be talking about Season 10, Episode 6, which is going to be airing tonight, called Bonds. So let's jump right into the questions. I see there's a bunch of questions already. Animated Alex, sup Ash? How are you? Animated Alex, glad you could join. Ronnie Thomas, hey Ash, hey, how are you? Ronnie Thomas, glad you could join. Ronnie Thomas, first question, do you think Ezekiel will really die because of the tumor? I don't think so. I think giving Ezekiel the tumor is set up for the story that's going to be coming up after the Whispers, as far as the Commonwealth is concerned, from the comic book. I don't want to jump too much into it, but I think we will definitely get some tease at that in tonight's episode as well. But I just think that that's a tease or a setup for that. I don't think Ezekiel's dying. I think it's an underwhelming death, in a way. Maybe another character could have gotten this death and it wouldn't be bad. But Ezekiel, I think he deserves a kind of more fitting death than that. Ronnie Thomas, how do you think Alpha will react to Negan? I think Negan is going to try to smooth talk Alpha for the most part, and Alpha is probably going to not immediately trust Negan, but she's going to try to read into Negan to see, or read Negan to see whether he could be trusted or not. And I just think that the scenes between them may not necessarily be much in this episode. I think in this episode we're gonna see a lot more of Beta and Negan than Negan and Alpha, and I say that because of what was in the trailer. Because Alpha says test him, and she was in a distance. So I think for the most part, Alpha is gonna not be near Negan. She's gonna let Beta do the recruitment sort of thing. Ronnie Thomas, do you think instead of Negan killing Alpha, we got a plot twist where Alpha kills Negan? That would be an interesting plot twist. I don't think so. I think what they've done so far is set up for Negan to get that. So I don't think that they're going to give us that big of a plot twist. It would be extremely interesting and a big twist, but I don't think that's where they're going with it. Animated Alex, I think Negan did a good thing killing Brendan. Who knows, he could found a big group and become his own Negan because he felt so inspired by him. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's exactly why Negan did that. He didn't really do it to take revenge for Brendan killing those innocent people. He didn't do it because Brendan was not listening to him. He did it because he could sense the type of threat Brendan could become. And that's, I think, ultimately what led to Negan's decision to kill him at the end. And plus, he lost control as well because of what he witnessed. One thing I do want to mention, I can't stick around too long for today's Q&A. It'll only be around 30 minutes. So we'll go for 30 minutes and then we'll shut it down. Ronnie Thomas, how do you think Beta will react to Negan? Always talking. We saw that in the sneak peek. He's not going to be happy. He's going to see Negan as someone who talks too much, someone who can't fit into the Whisperers' philosophy because he's just too loud. That's the ultimate thing. He's too loud. He can't be a Whisperer because he's too loud. And he finds everything a joke, in a way. He jokes about everything. Beta doesn't see Negan as someone who can be serious, which is true for the most part. Ronnie Thomas, do you think Carol will succeed in destroying the herd? I don't even know how she's going to destroy the herd, to be honest with you. But honestly, I don't think that's what she's there for. I think she just wants to find Alpha again. That's her ultimate goal. I saw like the first few minutes of this episode, and we see Carol gearing up, she grabs her gun as well. Why would she need her gun when she wants to defeat, if she wants to destroy the herd? So I think there's a there she's hiding she's hiding something. There's a secret there. I don't think she's there for the herd. Ronnie Thomas, do you think Carol is the one that freed Negan? I think there's a very good chance. Yes. She definitely has a reason to do that. She has the biggest motive out of everyone to let Negan out. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. Hey Ash, do you think Shane and Alpha would have gotten along? They are similar in a way. Shane and Alpha, I don't see them being similar. Absolutely not. Shane was in a way ahead of his time, but he was in no way close to what Alpha is. Voltex33, hi Ash, how are you? Voltex33, glad you could join. Animated Alex, Negan is the one not afraid of the Whispers. It's gonna take a lot for the Whispers to make Negan fear them. Absolutely. I think, that being said, Beta did scare Negan a little bit in the sneak peek that we saw when he took the 2 knives, put it to Negan's throat. And I think that kind of made Negan realize that he can't smooth talk some of these people. Ronnie Thomas, how do you think Daryl and the others will react if Negan comes back with Alpha's head? They're going to be surprised. They're not going to know what to say or how to react, honestly. They're going to be shook. It's a big thing to take in for them. Voltex 33, what if Brandon killed Negan? How would he deal with the Whispers? He would fit right in, I think. And he would help them destroy the communities. And then he would try to take over the Whispers. He would fail, obviously. I don't even think the Whispers would let him in. Because he was just crazy. He was not even crazy. He was an idiot, to be honest. Voltex 33, what if Negan decapitated Beta? If they're going to do that, they're just going to give it to Alpha. They're not going to remix it such that it's Beta. Because that just defeats the purpose of that scene. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. Hey Ash, when Maggie returns, how will she react to Magda's group? That's a great question. I think she wouldn't mind them, but if she sees them doing what Magna did, she's gonna be like, what the hell? Why are these people still here? Let's deport them out of here or kick them out. Ronnie Thomas, what is the problem with Magna? I can't stand her. I don't know what they're doing with Magna, honestly. I hope they have some interesting stuff planned for her, because at this point, they just want us to hate her, which is good if it's a villain, maybe, but it's a survivor. She has to have some good qualities that we enjoy. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A Hash, do you think they told Maggie about the deaths in the letter they were sending her? Oh, that's a great question. I think it's definitely a possibility. That's a great question. They could go both ways. To protect Maggie and to have Maggie not just want to come over and, let go of what she was doing. They may not tell her because they would know if they tell her she's going to come and want to destroy the Whisperers. But they might want to tell her to keep her in the loop because it is her community in a way, still. Voltex 33, I think that Ezekiel will be cured in the Commonwealth. He's traveling there. Yeah, I think so. I think, like I said earlier, they're planting the seeds for that. What do you call it? Reward with the Commonwealth. One of the rewards with the Commonwealth. Ronnie Thomas, I mean, after everything Michonne, Tara, and the others do for her, or do for her, that is the thanks she gives to her. Magna, yeah, absolutely. I think you mean Magna. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Magna, honestly. Voltex 33, why was Magna stealing supplies? I didn't catch that. Because she was selfish. I think, she wanted it for the group, for her group. Ronnie Thomas, and the other thing is she thought that it was sooner or later that the Whisperers were going to show up and destroy everything, so she wanted to have a plan B for herself and her group members. Ronnie Thomas just killed Magna already. At this point, that's how most fans, I think, feel. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A Hash, do you see Princess being in the show? Will she work? She's been cast, so she's definitely in the show. Will it work? I don't think so. Not if they follow her comic story. Not even story, but the way she is in the comics. I hope they remix it because it doesn't fit. Like, what she's all about, her characteristic, doesn't fit in the show. Voltex 33, there's a big theory that Dante is a Whisper spy, and since Daryl punched them in the trailer, it looks possible. What do you think? I think it's possible, but not. I think it's a little bit of a stretch. It's possible. There's the possibilities there, but it's a big stretch, I think. Ronnie Thomas, did they say that Maggie might come in this season? So we will have to see. She is coming back this season. They confirmed. Animated Alex, the training scene in the first episode of season 10 was much more action-packed than any scene in season 8. Yeah, that's extremely true. Epic Zombie Killer, Q&A Hash, in my opinion, the comic version of Magna is better. Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. I don't know, again, what they're doing with Magna in the show, but it's not working for me. We are 15 minutes in. We'll go for another 15 minutes and then I'll shut it down. Again, stay tuned for my reaction to tonight's episode and my breakdown of the upcoming trailer for the next episode. So that'll be coming up. But as far as the Q&A session goes, we'll go for 30 minutes, like I said. So another 15 minutes. We had another session on Friday, which was like 55 minutes. So sometimes we do go for longer. Sometimes I have to cut it short. So it is what it is. I just didn't want to skip this one because I've been skipping a lot of the last few Q&As. Before the last one we did, so I didn't want to skip this one, but I do have to make it a little shorter than usual. Epic Zombie Killer, Q&A, hey, how long will Dog survive? Will he make it for season 11? They're not killing Dog. That's just, I think that's obvious at this point. They're not killing Dog. The Dog is going to live till seasons 11, 12, as far, or as long as Daryl is there, Dog will be around. Animated Alex, how come when the Whisperers take the masks off, they are still unseen by the walkers? Yeah, that's one thing that irritates me, because it's unrealistic. So, it was like that in the comics. They're doing the same thing in the TV show. It's ridiculous, to be honest, but it's a small thing. Everything else is great with the Whisperers. So this one thing, I guess we gotta accept that they're not detected for whatever reason. And this hit me more, specifically that episode where Alpha's just walking. She takes off her mask and walks away from the herd. It's like Alpha's not even wearing anything else, you know? So why aren't the walkers following her? You know what I mean? So it is a bit of, just accepting that small thing, just agree with it, just go with it. Epic Zombie Killer, when do you think we'll see Beta's face? I think the second half of season 10 probably. Mid-season premiere, maybe episode 10, something like that. I don't think we'll see it in the next 2 episodes. Or next 3. 6, 7, and 8. I don't think we'll see that in these 3 episodes. I'm just very interested to see whether they're going to have Negan call Beta Frowny McTwo-Knives. I don't know if it's going to be in this episode. I hope so, but I don't know. He does call him Jolly Green Giant, is it? That was in the sneak peek, so he calls him that, and that was in the comics as well. But Frowny McTwo-Knives, I mean, that's just hilarious. I hope they have that in tonight's episode. Animated Alex, it's weird to think random survivors that come across the sanctuary won't know what that. Little did they know what it had history. Wait, let me reread that. It's weird to think random saviors that'll come across the sanctuary won't know that little they know what it had history. Yeah, I don't know whether a lot of the saviors are going to know about the past, especially if it's the children of the saviors or the parents or just workers, you know what I mean? Or the sons and daughters of the workers that were there. So yeah, I don't think a lot of them will know what the sanctuary was all about. The other thing I'm super excited to see in this episode is whether there's going to be a situation where where Negan and Carol cross paths. I think it will be extremely epic to see that in tonight's episode. I don't know whether we will, but it'll be super exciting to see if it happens. Epic Zombie Killer. So if they follow the comics, then Beta dies in season 11, right? No. If they follow the comics and if they follow the pace that they've been following so far in season 10, I think in the next 3 episodes we're gonna see that moments between Negan and the Whispers that we've been waiting for, and then the second half, first few episodes, is gonna deal with just the complete eradication of the Whispers. And at that point, we're going to see Beta unmasked and Beta's death as well, which is going to be like season 10 episode 9 or 10. And then we're going to move into the new storyline with the Whispers. or new storyline after the Whisperers with the Commonwealth. So not season 11. I think season 11 is gonna not include anything with the Whisperers. My camera just like froze, so let me fix that and I'll be back. All right, that's better. Animated Alex, I meant survivors from out there in the world camping in the sanctuary. Don't know what it's about its history. Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's not just the sanctuary. It's any place that you think of. For example, the kingdom, same sort of thing. They don't know if anyone like goes there camping for a few days. They won't know, and it's like a similar concept as what we saw in season 5, was it? When they went back to visit Noah's camp or community and it was just destroyed by the wolves. Remember that? So that had a lot of history, I'm assuming, right? There was a lot of shit going down there. So it's a similar concept. Like when you go to some of these places, you don't know what was there before it. All right, so we're going to go for rapid fire Q&A. We have 5 minutes left, so let's do some rapid fire Q&A questions, just quick questions, and we'll end the stream here. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. Hey, what do you think happened to the character from the webisodes that aired a few years ago? I haven't watched the episodes. I've watched like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but I think if they're still alive, then they're part of like a big community out on the other side of the world. Not the world, the US, I mean. Not where the survivors are right now. Some of them may actually have been captured by the CRM, for example, or a big community like that. Some of them could be there. There could be a lot of things going on like that, but I don't think any of them are going to be reintegrated into the story. Animated Alex, Negan's their alpha now. Negan's their alpha now. Well, Beta's not going to, or as far as Beta, or as long as Beta's there, that's not going to happen. Epic Zombie Killer, you know, like Paul, the guy that sprayed "Don't open dead inside" on the hospital doors. I wonder what happened to him. I haven't watched a lot of the episodes. Give me 1 sec, guys. Yeah, like I said, I haven't watched a lot of the, or most of the webisodes, so I don't know who that is, Paul, the character you mentioned. But like I said, a lot of them are probably either dead or they're part of the bigger community that's out there in the world, in the US specifically. Like, I don't know why keep saying the world. I mean the US. All right, we'll go for another 2 minutes and then we'll end it here. Epic Zombie Killer, he was a main character in The Walking Dead. The Oath, it aired before season 4. Yeah, I've seen parts of it. I know what you're talking about. It's just that I haven't seen most of the episodes. I've just seen like a few scenes here and there. I don't even think I've seen an entire episode or webisode, honestly. All right, so the next question will be the final question. Let's see who it's going to be. Or what it's going to be. I'll just say a few words before ending this stream, and if there's a question, I'll answer it. But stay tuned, like I said, for my reaction to tonight's episode, season 10, episode 6. Also, stay tuned for my breakdown of the upcoming episode trailer, episode 7. So that'll be coming up afterwards, and then that's pretty much it. And then during the week, we're gonna basically follow our schedule, and the videos are gonna be coming out on a regular basis as before. Final question, Animated Alex. I wish Negan said "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo" on the walkers he was killing instead of "Little pig, little pig." I loved Little Pig better. Because if he says "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo," then you don't really see the change in Negan. You feel like it's the same old Negan again. But Little Pig, that fits a little more, and it just kind of helps us see that, or it doesn't. It helps us see that Negan is, or if he says "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo," we'll see Negan as the same old Negan. And to avoid that, they changed it up and had him say "Little pig, little pig." Epic Zombie Killer Q&A hash. Do you think they should cross Fear the Walking Dead over to the or cross Fear the Walking Dead characters into The Walking Dead? I don't think they will, but they should. They absolutely should, but I don't think they will. That's it for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the videos. Like I said, I'll see you soon.